Well, the big difference is not exactly how you sleep, but rather how you feel the next day. Now, Merck says their drug induces sleep just as effectively as what's on the market, but does so without that next day groggy feeling that comes as a side effect of leading drugs such as Ambien, Lunesta, and Sonata. And the reason is that the chemistry is totally different. Till now, almost all sleeping pills have worked by lowering brain activity, but this drug, called suvorexant, works instead by turning off what actually keeps you awake. It blocks these receptors that are known as orexins that keep you alert, and the intention is to avoid the residual side effects which have become a growing source of concern. Now, according to one study, ER visits linked to the active ingredient in sleep aids like Ambien jumped 220% between 2005 and 2010. And then just earlier this year, the FDA slashed the recommendation of that dosage for that effective ingredient in half for women after regulators found lingering effects from the drugs in the morning hours. Now, the new drug side effects, though, do appear to be more mild. In one study funded by Merck, patients who took the medicine performed better at driving tests the next day. Betty, they actually managed to stay in their lanes a little bit more often.
That would be important, Olivia. Okay, so how important is this pill for Merck?
The FDA says 70 million Americans, or nearly 30% of adults, actually suffer from insomnia. Deutsche Bank thinks the market for insomnia drugs is $20 billion. But, you know, for Merck, the new sleep drug would be sort of low on its list of moneymakers. Merck had $47 billion in sales last year. Januvia for diabetes and Singulair for asthma. Those are their blockbusters. Each brought in about $4 billion. Analyst estimates for suvorexant are for just $500 million in 2007. And now that's if it's approved. The FDA vote yesterday says that it's safe in lower doses. That makes approval more likely. But, you know, Betty, it still has to get the final green light from the FDA, and then it has to get through the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency. So even if all goes well, we're still looking at a market of 2014.